So my name is Eve Michels. I'm from Ghent University, and today I will talk you or walk you a little bit through the learning materials that are being and will be developed in the Stratus project. So the acronym Stratus, it's awful, I know, but I have to say it. It's a short for adviSor Network for Optimal Fertilizers Use. And actually in that acronym, there's already an important hint towards the intended stakeholder group of the project. So we specifically focus on advisors. So the people that advise farmers towards their way forward in fertilization management. But that, of course, does not mean that the project outputs cannot be used by other stakeholder groups. So the aim of the Stratus project is to connect advisors across Europe, because we see a lot of researchers are connected or and so on. But actually, there was a loophole, let's say, to connect advisors across Europe for accelerating knowledge and sharing on integrated fertilization management, so that they can bring the knowledge that is being created into practice. And to achieve this goal, the project wants to create an EU-wide advisory network that actually covers the 27 member states. So very short, I'm just gonna, because there's something, yeah, okay. How will we do this? So we will create 3 transnational sub-networks, so-called fertilization innovation networks, each with a specific focus. So one on precision farming, one on bio-based fertilizers, and one on soil quality. Each network has scientific and advisory partners that are experts in that particular field, and also have a track record in knowledge generation and exchange. And we as UGent are actually part of that bio-based fertilization fin. Of course, if you talk experts, you also have a risk because sometimes we have a one-track mind. So to ensure that the fins do not operate on an island and keep in touch with the people in the field and practical aspects, also 10 communities of practice, or so-called COPs, have been created. These have been set up in Poland, Greece, Slovenia, Belgium, Spain, the Netherlands, France, Italy, Sweden, and Croatia. And in this way, also regional conditions are also taken into account. And in that community of practice, you can find different people like policymakers, researchers, also advisors, farmers, and industry. So the project, like Eric said, it's a 5-year project. We're just finished the first year, so we're still in the conceptualization and selection phase of the project, but I'll try to guide you through the different steps so you know what to expect in the future. So first of all, the FINs, the innovation networks, will identify 104 good practices, so things that are actually happening in the field, or research innovation, so things that are at the horizon and are promising across the 3 FIN topics. And that, like I said, will be done in close cooperation with those scopes so that we capture the bottom-up needs. So what is we actually collected are solutions that are being implemented locally or nationally or even internationally on optimal fertilizer use, or like really interesting research innovations which are on pilot scale or higher. So in that first step, descriptive data and key data are collected, and this will be done in 2 rounds, and we just finished the first round. So the collected solutions of the first round are currently being further scrutinized with a sort of feasibility analysis. So we take into account farm economic effects, farm applicability, the effects this will have on the value chain, environmental effects, and so on and so on. And the same will be done then in a later phase when we collect the second round of good practices. And then we will select 48 best practices, let's say, for the moment, on optimal, that are very promising, let's say, and they will undergo more detailed analysis and information gathering in the end, that the advisors that need to advise the farmers have sufficient data and material to give to the farmers and to advise them on the best way forward in their nutrient management. So that was in a nutshell what the project will do and which methodology they will use. But the important question now is what will be in there for all of you, which kind of materials will be created. So for now, the first batch of good practices and research innovations, they have been collected. And for the moment, you can find them in Zenodo. So it's an open access platform. I think you're all familiar with it. So there you can already take a look at different good practices in these countries that I've mentioned. And you can also find quite extensive descriptive information. I think also very nice is that the information is available in 11 local languages. Like I said, it's for advisors who advise farmers. So it's really important that we talk to them in their own language. So that is what the project is trying to do. And of course, this is not the end point. For now, it's on Zenodo, but the idea is that this goes on a digital platform that will work through fact sheets, so PDF fact sheets. So I think that might be interesting also for training box on a digital platform that would launch by the end of this year, hopefully. So the digital platform will also be linked in the end with the EU Farm Book platform you might be familiar to, and that is also for longevity of the results. So the platform, the good practices, and all the information that is in there, that is an important part of the project. But for some of the identified good practices, real-life cross visits will also be organized both locally and internationally. And specifically during these cross visits, advisors and invitees for that event will be able, first of all, to see the practices in real life and ask questions. And importantly, we will create hands-on training material that is really developed for the advisor, so they can fully understand the practice that they are seeing and all the things that come with it, so that they can help the advisors in their exchanges with farmers. And these training materials will not only be on paper, so let's say flyers and so on, but it's also the plan to create videos and to create infographics and things like that. So because we in the end it's for the farmers, so it's good that they see the innovation. So this is all I can present for the moment. So I hope I have managed to give you a short introduction to what to expect from the project and what will come in the future. So I would recommend to take a close look at the website and keep an eye on the website and the socials, and there you will see gradually the upload of all these kind of materials.